Proton E-Mars 7 intelligence that electrifies. Real. Jamghar jahan real party pack yahan.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
As the world grapples with mounting geopolitical tensions, with Israel and Iran edging dangerously close to direct conflict in recent days, the global atmosphere remains tense and uncertain. Back home in Nepal, political friction shows no signs of easing either. The House of Representatives once again witnessed obstruction from opposition parties, disrupting the day's proceedings. However, amid the chaos, Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak addressed the session, firmly denying any involvement in the controversial visit visa case that has stirred national debate. He called the accusations politically motivated, vowing full cooperation with any inquiry. The parliament remains divided and the public watchful. This and more at Kantipur News today. Good evening, I'm Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. House of Representatives meeting continues amid opposition protests. Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak addresses the meeting, claims he has no involvement in visit visa case. World Bank announces an assistance of $2.7 billion for Nepal over the next 7 years. The program to support quality job creation and increasing resilience to impacts of climate change. Tensions between Israel and Iran escalate dramatically. US President Donald Trump warns further Israeli attacks could be even more brutal if Iran does not make a deal on nuclear program. And Bagmati becomes the athletics champion with most gold medals at the 15th Central Presidential Running Sports Athletics. Anisha Tharu sets a new junior national record in the girls' triple jump. The House of Representatives meeting continued amid obstruction from opposition CPN Maoist Center and Rashtriya Swatantra Party this evening. Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak addressed the parliament and claimed he had no involvement in the visit visa case despite allegations from the opposition. The minister also alleged attempts were being made for political attacks with false accusations. During the meeting, Chief Whip of CPN Maoist Center Hitraj Pandey demanded for a probe into the matter. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party Chair Rajendra Lingden opined the government should direct corruption watchdog CIAA to begin investigation. Likewise, despite the Home Minister's speech, Rashtriya Swatantra Party's Manish Jha claimed the Home Minister had been involved in the visit visa case. The session has been adjourned until Sunday. Now, the World Bank, Nepal's largest development partner institution, has announced assistance of $2.7 billion over the next 7 years. Speaking at the Nepal Country Partnership Framework Program, World Bank officials stated that the program will be implemented to support quality job creation and economic development over the upcoming 7 years. Likewise, the program will focus on increasing resilience to the impacts of climate change and natural disasters. Finance Minister Bishnu Paudel said that the new program prepared by the World Bank will help achieve the goals set in the 16th plan. The Nepal Country Partnership Framework, initiated by the World Bank, aims to reduce dependence on migration and remittances. It also prioritizes the expansion and growth of digital infrastructure. The framework seeks to strengthen policy and institutional arrangements to enhance crisis and disaster preparedness and also response capacity. It has also set targets such as supporting renewable energy to strengthen energy trade. Opposition parties said they will halt protests in the National Assembly if a consensus is reached in the House of Representatives on visit visa issue and if the government agrees to form an investigation committee. While the lower house has been obstructed over the visit visa controversy with demands for the resignation of Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak, the National Assembly has continued its sessions with only symbolic protests. Opposition parties are demanding the formation of an investigation committee to identify legal and policy-related issues.
त्यसो गर्दाखेरि हामी एउटा सहमति भए प्रतिनिधि सभामा र प्रतिनिधि सभा चल्यो भने हामीले हाम्रो विषयलाई पनि स्थगित गर्ने छौं भन्दै उता नचलेसम्म र छानबिन समिति नबनेसम्म हामीले चाहिँ हाम्रो कुरालाई अगाडि बढाउँछौं.
Likewise, lawmakers also drew the government's attention to the removal of published news reports and the issuance of arrest warrants against journalists. They accused the court of interfering with the Press Council. Now, the issue of visit visas sparked heated debate in the Industry, Commerce, Labour and Consumer Welfare Committee of the House of Representatives. The controversy erupted during a committee meeting that was supposed to discuss the possibility of sending Nepali domestic workers to countries with which Nepal has bilateral labour agreements. During the meeting, Ganesh Parajuli, a member of parliament from the Rashtra Swatantra Party (RSP), expressed anger, stating that Nepalese were being trafficked under the guise of visit visas, but no proper investigation was taking place. In response, lawmakers from other parties objected, saying that the issue was off-topic and that the matter was already under investigation by the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority (CIAA). As the debate intensified, Member of Parliament Parajuli remarked that the state had become helpless and that MPs were powerless, prompting strong objections from Nepali Congress, CPN Unified Socialist and Maoist Centre lawmakers. They resorted that RSP was not the sole protector of Nepali citizens' safety.
विजेत विचार लिने प्रकरणमा पनि उनीहरुलाई शोषण गर्ने उनीहरुसँग पैसा उठाउने प्रकरण रचिन्छ भनेको राज्यका सबै निकाय मिलेर जनतालाई ठग्ने काम गर्दै गर्दाखेरि राज्य चुप लागेर बस्नुपर्ने अनि त्यसपछि निर्वाचित भएर आएका हामी जनताप्रति उत्तरदायी छौं भन्ने सांसदहरुले जवाफ दिने बेलामा र त्यो भूमिका निर्वाह गर्नुपर्ने मान्छे पछि हट्नु पनि गाउँको हुइप लाग्यो भनेर माननीयज्यूले त्यो छातीमा हात राखेर भन्नुस् यो मुद्दा के राष्ट्रिय स्वतन्त्र पार्टीको मात्र मुद्दा हो र त्यसकारण यो विषयमा म यहाँलाई अनुरोध गरिसकेपछि म विषय वस्तुमा प्रवेश गर्दैछु म विषय वस्तुमा प्रवेश
तपाईको छानबिन भइरहेछ त सम्बन्धित निकायले छानबिन गरिरहेछ
यो मेरो समय हो भने हुन्छ यो समितिमा मैले पाएको समय हो मैले भन्ने आवश्यक होइन विषयमा आउनुस् त मेरो समयमा बोल्नु सबै विषयमा आउनुस् न मेरो विषयमा बोल्नु विषयमा आउनुस् म मेरो समय अख्तियारले छानबिन गरिरहेछ यसमा यो सार्वभौम समितिमा विषय होइन यो सार्वभौम सांसदले छानबिन गरिरहेछ हामीलाई पीडा छैन हाम्रो अध्यक्ष भ्रष्टाचारको मुद्दा पर निलम्बन हुनुभएको छ उहाँको अध्यक्ष जेलमा छ अनि निरीह भनेर यहाँ भन्न पाइन्छ हामीलाई पीडा छ संरक्षण गर्ने पार्टी सभापति जेलमा छ हाम्रो निलम्बन छ त्यसबाट उठाइएको भने त्यसको विरुद्धमा बोल्नको लागि यहाँ के हो सभाबाट ठेस भए उच्च स्तरीय न्याय खान्छ हामी उठेको समिति बढाइदिने सभाबाट ठेक्दा र हामी उठेको छैन सभामा हामीले विरोध गरेका छैन भन्नु छ.
Much of the committee's time was consumed by accusations and now, on June 12th, tragedy struck the skies over Ahmedabad as an Air India flight, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner en route to London, crashed just seconds after takeoff. The aircraft, carrying 242 people, struck a residential area near a medical college hostel, resulting in the loss of all but one on board and dozens on the ground. As investigators sift through the wreckage and the black boxes, serious questions are being raised about aircraft safety, emergency response, and the future of Indian aviation. This evening, we speak to an aviation expert to understand what may have gone wrong and what lies ahead. Joining us is Mr. Sanjay Lazar, an aviation expert from India. Mr. Lazar, if you can hear us, welcome to Kantipur News. Thank you so much for your time. From the preliminary investigations that you have, what do you think are the reasons behind the mishap that occurred yesterday?
First of all, it's a very dark tragedy that happened yesterday, and my condolences go out to the families of the passengers, the crew, and of course the students at the hostel who lost their lives. Very, very sad day. Based from preliminary visuals that we see, I don't have any investigation reports as yet. The AAIB and the NTSB have arrived on the scene this morning. They've just recovered the black boxes and are analyzing flight data from ACARS. So I do believe they'll have some preliminary results in the next couple of days. But coming to the point from where we look at it visually, it's quite obvious that the aircraft had a reasonably correct takeoff parameters. Took off and at 625 feet started losing height, and then it hit the hostel building and then burst into flames, obviously because it was laden with fuel for the 9.5-hour flight to London. I would suggest that perhaps it either had major twin engine catastrophe, some catastrophic engine malfunction, or a major bird hit, or what is now emerging is a view that perhaps there was lack of lift and thrust from the engines, and which was caused probably because of flaps being extended instead of the rail in the undercarriage being lifted up. So I don't know what the situation is. I'd rather not speculate at this time. But to your opening remarks, I do not believe that there will be questions about safety of aviation in India. India is, fast becoming the third largest aviation market in the world, and growing at a rapid pace, 2,500 aircrafts on order. So I can see that, the standards of aviation safety are already extremely high in India. The DGCA is quite sharp on it. Air India has a great record. Yes, it's going to cause some disconsternation. The DGCA has about 15 minutes ago issued an order that all 787s, 8 and 787-9s operating in the country will have to be, undergo checks, thorough checks before they're released. So it doesn't mean grounding, but it means, updates on all the checks. Don't leave any items pending. That's as far as the safety perspective goes and the aircraft perspective.
Mr. Lazar, just to add on to it, I'm sure the investigations are going at its own pace. When can you anticipate for a detailed report and a conclusion to what happened?
Well, as the law states, the AAIB has 30 days to submit its report. That is as the statute provides. But I do believe you will see some preliminary indications in the next 7 to 10 days, considering that this is the first of its kind accident on the 787. Remember, there are about 1,175 787s flying across the world today. They've done it for the last 15 years. They've flown almost 5 million flights, which is 30 million flying hours approximately. So it's one of the safest aircrafts in the world. Therefore, I believe there's a lot of pressure on this committee, on the NTSB, on the AAIB, to ensure that they get out some preliminary report, because lots of countries and lots of airlines are holding their breath, worried about what could have happened in this matter. So I do expect within the next 10 to 15 days, but 30 days is the outer limit in any case.
So this definitely is not the first major mishap that the world and India has seen. But are we ruling out any lapses on part of the manufacturing companies?
Actually, this is the first that the world has seen on the 787, first of all. This is also the first that India has seen in 47 years on a wide body. The last one was 1978. So 1978 to 2025 is a long, long time. So the wide body safety record is very strong, very good. I do not believe there were any lapses. There are rumors of conspiracy theories which I will not put, of Turkish company, etc. And I don't even want to go there because I would not want to put credence on it. I believe the engineering was very strong. The aircraft itself was sound. It was only 11 years old. So pretty new for a 787. And, I know the pilots had almost close to 10,000 hours flying experience. So they're extremely experienced pilots, both the pilot in command and the first officer. So I do not believe that there's any questions of lapses in safety or security or something like that.
So based on the information that we have, we can just, for now, for the time being at least, consider it a chance occurrence.
It's a rare, I would go further than you and say, this is the rarest of the rare occurrence. The last time we heard of, twin engine failure was Captain Sully Sullenberger, who floated the aircraft on the Hudson River. The other, when both engines were hit by birds, which also could have happened here, The other one was a Transat aircraft, which also, had contaminated fuel and both engines shut down, which is also another possibility, which is not ruled out completely. We'll only know when the preliminary investigation looks at those aspects. So I would say that this is the rarest of the rare and very tragic incident. I mean, it's a miracle that one person survived from the aircraft. We really don't know how he did, but God bless him, and yeah, let's pray that, we find resolution to this very quickly and get the answers.
Mr. Lazar, before we let you go, do you think this incident would change the policies, of aviation sector on behalf of the government? If there are any, do you have any suggestions for the policymakers?
Well, the one thing I do believe is once the report is out, I do believe that, depending on what the the investigation board's report is, there may be some additional, suggestions for safety possibly, depending on what were the causes for this. But I would not like to preempt or speculate in this circumstance, because the NTSB is the world's premier investigation agency from the United States under the FAA. DGCA's Accident Investigation Board is India's most prestigious investigation team. It's completely neutral and outsiders. So I would give them the credit. Let them go through and let's see. This is going to be path-breaking and changing definitely in many ways, because it's the first involving a 787. With 1,200 aircraft almost in the sky, there will be additional points to be considered, I think.
Mr. Lazar, thank you so much for your valuable time and your thoughts. Well, that was Mr. Lazar, an aviation expert from India, shedding light on the devastating incident that occurred yesterday. Now, as families await the answers, the spotlight is now on international cooperation to ensure a full and transparent probe. This isn't just an Indian aviation disaster, it's also a global moment and reckoning about airline safety, accountability, and the lives that we entrust to the skies. Our thoughts remain with all those affected across borders and continents as well. Now, moving on, since 27th of May, opposition parties have been obstructing the House of Representatives back home, demanding the resignation of Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak and the formation of an investigation committee over the visit visa scandal. During this period, 3 House sessions were postponed with official notices and 10 were adjourned without addressing the agenda due to the obstruction. As a result, discussions on the budget have not taken place, nor have any bills been introduced. Despite the political deadlock, lawmakers continue to receive allowances for the days when sessions are disrupted. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question today is, what do you think of thousands of rupees being spent on allowances for parliamentarians, even as the House meeting remains stalled? Your options are A, exploitation of state coffer, B, should stop during absence of meeting, C, blame goes to the leadership, and D, prefer not to comment. Visit www.kantipurtv.com or ekantipur.com to share your opinion with us. Welcome back. It's time now for International Update. Now, thousands of fans of South Korean K-pop sensation BTS celebrated the band's 12th anniversary today at a colorful event just north of the capital, Seoul, with sing-alongs and light shows just days after most of the band members were discharged from the military service. Fans from across the globe flocked to the 2025 BTS Festa in South Korea's Goyang City, which featured exhibitions showcasing the band's previous albums, awards, and not to mention a giant rendition of the Army Bomb, the official glow sticks that fans shake to the band's beats at concerts.
Super excited, it's super happy to be here because we came from Mexico and came with my sister and with some friends, and it's so exciting. I never imagined to be here and being here with them, being discharged from the military. It's super happy, super.
And I wanted to come and practice Korean. I thought this is a perfect month to come, and then I can practice the language a little bit and also be here for Festa. So I'm so excited, I'm not even showing it anymore. It's gone past excitement and into almost being numb. I'm so happy to be here though.
4 members of the band, RM, V, Jimin and Jungkook, were discharged from the South Korean military earlier this week amid expectations of the band's comeback from a hiatus. The last to wrap up their military service will be Suga on June 21st. The 7-member group put their global music career on hold in 2022 to begin their service, starting with Jin in December that year, each serving duties of varying lengths as long as 18 months.
Sports News.
Anisha Tharu from Bagmati province set a new junior national record in the girls' triple jump under the 15th Central Presidential Running Sports Athletics competition. With this victory, Bagmati became the athletics champion, winning the highest number of gold medals in the athletics category. Bagmati secured a total of 12 gold, 4 silver and 3 bronze medals. Tharu and Praveen Rana Magar each contributed 4 gold medals for Bagmati. At Dashrath Stadium in Tripureshwar, Anisha won the record-breaking gold medal with a jump of 11.27 meters. She broke the previous record of 10.80 meters set by Keshari Chaudhary in 2007. On Friday, 3 records were set, including the girls' triple jump and boys and girls' 4x100 meter relay events. In the boys' 4x100 meter relay, Bagmati's team, in fact, consisting of Praveen Rana Magar, Sant Darai, Subin Lama and Neeraj Shah, completed the race in 43.4 seconds to win gold with a new record. That is all for the moment. Up next is Vikas Thapalia with more updates in Nepali. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.